Hey guys, Blockchain Rob here with another video. Today I'd like to talk about Crypterium, an ICO which I covered previously. I want to give you guys a little bit of an update. So this ICO has been doing extremely well. They've collected over 22 million, as you can see right here, with their milestone of 28 million, and that's where they basically like to be. They reached their soft cap in just 5 hours, which is pretty freaking amazing. So I've been kind of looking at Crypterium as, they have it right here. It's the JP Morgan of banks, essentially. These guys are going to basically finish their ICO and hit the ground running. And I really do mean that. There's been a lot of good things happening on the background of this company. CRPT token. There's also another sub token that's going to be used for lending. And you guys can look in my other video where I go over the ICO. I'll leave a link in the bottom of this video for you guys to reference. But I wanted to give you an update and just let you know what's going on. Just briefly looking here, right now we're at the bonus sales stage of 10% extra. The 20 to 33% is already done and it's been done. That's when I initially did my video. So for anybody that got in at this point, congratulations. If you guys got in at the 15%, still great job. I mean, you guys have an opportunity to get in here as well. We're here now, December 12th. You only get 6%, but I'm not here to sell you the ICO, guys. That's not what I do. I try to bring you guys valuable investment opportunities, and my motto is do your own research always, but feel free to lean on me to do a lot of the back end stuff. I spend a lot of freaking time just poking around the internet, learning. As I say, come join me on my journey in the crypto world. And so take a look at some of these videos right here when you have a second. But essentially, really good stuff. I mean, there's over 200 million potential clients worldwide, up to 8 times lower cost per transaction, 500 billion USD expected revenue of crypto banks by 2025, and that's just the beginning, guys. I mean, there's an article I looked at that basically covers the amount of money in the whole world that's being transacted against them. Actually, no, let me show you guys. Hold on a second. Here's all the money in the world in one chart. Okay, just think about this when you're looking at Crypterium and other investments in the fintech world. This is eye-opening stuff, guys. This is an article on Market Watch. Done by Sue Chang. I give her a lot of credit here. She's a markets reporter and has done a phenomenal job here. Just kind of extremely eye-opening type of article. She's basically saying that Bitcoin is a proverbial drop in a bucket, and I completely agree. I mean, there's so many opportunities here for private blockchain side chains. There's all sorts of opportunities. Bitcoin is not the be-all, end-all type of cryptocurrency. There's gonna be other cryptocurrencies that are gonna need to coexist here. That's just the way it is. There's a CRP token. I mean, we see some of the countries are coming out with their own cryptocurrencies, and there's Bitcoin, which is in my opinion going to be a macro currency, and there's going to be all these other currencies coming out, and we're going to need a way to basically essentially, shit, did I just close that out? I'll go back into it. We're going to need a way to basically manage all of those cryptocurrencies, and I really believe that these guys are going to be the ones that are, one of the companies that are going to do a phenomenal job letting us manage our cryptocurrencies and transferring money in and out, in the blink of an eye, basically. So, take a look at this. But here's this article right here, and I'm just going to scroll down through this. I'll leave a link to this article on the bottom, but it basically talks about the world's capital reserves, okay, and what they actually have. So for instance, the funds invested in derivatives alone total a minimum of $544 trillion. That's the derivatives market, okay? At the high end, the estimate is 1.2 quadrillion. I don't even know what a quadrillion looks like. Here you go. It looks like this. That's a lot of freaking zeros, okay? Think about all the money being exchanged daily that we don't even think about. I mean, look at this chart right here. Here's the world's silver. It's 17 billion, okay? This is the above ground value of silver stocks, okay? Estimated by some at 1 billion ounces, okay? $17 billion at $17 per ounce. Cryptocurrency, okay? Bitcoin, 100 billion. The rest, 45 billion. Ethereum, 28 billion. Obviously, this is a little outdated, but it hasn't grown that much comparatively speaking, okay? Some of the biggest companies, we got Berkshire Hathaway, we got Microsoft, Alphabet, Apple, Facebook, and Amazon, okay? $807 billion is their market capitalization, okay? We have 50 world's richest people, okay? Gates and Bezos are in there, Buffett, you know, Zuckerberg, you know, we got Musk and Ma in there as well, and they're only worth about $1.9 trillion. I say only because, you know, comparatively speaking, right? I'd be happy to be worth, you know, I don't know, a tenth of that. The California's GDP is $2.9 trillion, okay? That eclipses the economies of a lot of different countries, okay? I mean, it's just eye-opening numbers here, just staggering numbers. The Fed's balance sheet, $3.5 trillion, okay? That's between 2008 and 2014. Their balance sheets jumped up to 4.5 trillion, okay? Speaking about currencies, we got China, we got the Eurozone, we got the rest of the world, we got USA, and we got Japan, okay? The total value of all the world's coins and banknotes is roughly 7.6 trillion. When we speak about gold, we have private investments, we have jewelry, we have other, and then we have central banks and IMFs, okay? Altogether, at a price of $1,275 per ounce, I believe that's troy ounce, the world's gold is worth $7.7 trillion. Now we get to the good stuff, okay? We're talking about stock markets here, okay? We have the United Kingdom, Japan, China, and the Euro area, okay? Comparatively speaking, all four of those combined equal the US stock market, okay? And the rest of the world is down here below. So the market capitalization of all the world stock markets is equal to $73 trillion, okay? Gets even better. The global money supply, okay? Here's the narrow money supply, which is the total value of the world's easily accessible money, is $36.8 trillion, okay? That includes the world's coins, banknotes, and checking deposits, right? That's the stuff we can get, you know, it's the liquid stuff, right? It's available very, very easy. Then we have the broad money. The total value of the world's money is $90.4 trillion. This includes coins, banknotes, money market accounts, as well as savings, checking accounts, and time deposits, okay? Global debt, the developed markets, okay? This is the developed markets, this is the emerging markets, okay? This is the total amount of debt, including that accumulated by governments, corporations, and households together, okay? This is the debt we've enslaved ourselves to, between governments, corporations, you know, our freaking car loans, our house loans, and everything else. It's 320% of the global GDP. How do we get out of that? You know, it's pretty crazy. Here's the China debt as a percentage of GDP. Global real estate, here's the commercial real estate, here's the agricultural real estate, and here's the residential real estate, okay? Amounts to 217 trillion, okay? That's the value of the developed real estate in the world, 217 trillion. Here's the derivatives market, okay? Talking about derivatives and everything else that's going on right here. You see this freaking huge, look at this thing, okay? This is the derivatives market, okay? Low-end estimate of the size and scope of global derivatives markets is 544 trillion on a national contract basis. What is a derivative? A derivative is a contract between two or more parties that derivatives that derives its value from a performance of an underlying asset, index, or entity. Okay. Examples of derivatives: future contracts, forward contracts, options, warrants, swaps, and so on. Okay. Bitcoin is going to have a derivative soon, or is about to have one. I had that article up here a little while ago. Google that. Take a look. You know, I don't think we need any more of this, but you know, that's just my opinion. Banks typically use high amounts of leverage to attain these positions. Some derivatives, such as commodity futures, are traded on regulated exchanges such as the Chicago Mercantile Exchange or the CME. However, the majority of derivatives are traded outside of exchanges between private companies and are called over-the-counter trades. Okay, so you know, banks are scrambling trying to figure out what to do, and they're basically coming out with this you know, pegged asset to Bitcoin that they're going to be able to trade. You know, we'll see what happens, but one thing is for sure, any bank that's saying they're not interested in Bitcoin, I call their bluff. That's a bunch of bullshit, because you know, they're coming out with these pegged assets and you know, all this other stuff, and they're basically scurrying around trying to figure out a way to keep our hands tied, you know, and fiat money alive. So you know, this is just staggering numbers here. So we've reached the low end estimate of 544 trillion. That's right here, right? So yeah, see Bitcoin Crypto Bobby right here. I don't know if you can see my my notification, but he's talking about Bitcoin futures are coming soon. So he just did, I guess, a video on that, right out, you know, right at the alley of what we're talking about here. Now listen to this: the high-end estimate for the value of all derivative contracts is as high as 1.2 quadrillion. The truth is that no one really knows the exact size of the market. Okay. You guys can look at all of this, the positives, the negatives, whatever. You know, Warren Buffett talks about it, Richard Sanders talks about it, Jeff Green talks about it. You know, all these guys that are, you know, obviously have all their money in fiat, and probably they're quietly moving it all into Bitcoin and some of the other cryptocurrencies without saying anything to anyone, but or at least, you know, have a position in those just in case their fiat investments go in the dumpster. But you get down here, and then you have Bitcoin. Look at that, one freaking square of this. Okay, so we have a lot of potential for growth here. Huge potential for growth, guys. Okay, huge potential. And this is why I talk about, you know, these fintech companies, right? The company like Crypterium, which is, you know, essentially, again, I'll repeat it. It seems like they could potentially be the JP Morgan of banks with their technology. Okay, take a look at some of the videos. You don't have to necessarily just, you know, listen to mine. They already have this app. It's already working. I saw it on a video live where it, you know, everything just works. They got integration with third-party payment wallets and services like PayPal, Gift, WeChat, Alipay, and PayATM. Okay, there's no more cards that need to be issued. You get a virtual card just after registration. Okay, and that's coming soon. Contactless payment options with Apple Pay, Samsung, and Android, and other QR codes. I mean, here's how it's going to work, and here's how they describe it. Basically, merchants receive fiat money even if payment is made in cryptocurrency. Ready to use solutions for e-commerce platforms and site builders. They already have this ready. Commissions are lower than card requirements, only 0.05%. Okay, which is a lot lower. I believe credit cards charge, you know, 1.5 to something like 3% or something crazy like that, depending on the card and depending on the merchant and what agreements they have. In built exchanges, marketing platforms, and solutions for automatic loyalty programs. That's great. Again, you know, you have one interface for everything. Integrations with main POS software like RKeeper, InPass, Seged, Amber, and 18 unique solutions for every sphere of retail and services. Okay. Here's the application. You can shop, you know, online stores, street retail, restaurants, parking, whatever, guys. I'm not going to go into this anymore. You guys can take a look at it yourself. So I will tell you this much, and I'll kind of go into this. There's a new article published on Medium about Crypterium and their plan, okay, going forward. So these guys aren't just collecting money and they're ready to run off. Actually, I think they kind of say that here. So what's the plan, you may ask? Let's divide into several parts for clarity, right? They actually have a plan going forward. The beginning, our main goal after the end of the ICO is to release the first version of our crypto bank. Okay, the ICO's actual result doesn't really matter. Okay, the results don't matter. A good outcome will surely help a lot, but nothing will stop them from developing Crypterium app. That's because it's already developed. Okay, for the first few iterations, the app will be running in test mode. In the beginning, users will have a crypto account with an opportunity to buy a fiat account, okay, and will be offered a profitable exchange rate along with access to their payment system, okay. The acquiring system, not the biggest and hardest part of their project, but they plan to start out by testing the algorithms and applying them to small shopping spots in e-commerce. And next they're going to be shifting to NFC solutions for business owners. They already have this. There's a video out, guys. I believe I showed it to you in my last in my initial ICO coverage for Crypterium. I'll leave the link at the bottom of this video. Take a look. It's pretty cool. The credit system, okay, now that's the hardest part, and you know, they call themselves out right here to build a credit system that will be simple, efficient, and easy to understand. We aren't scared of this challenge, and we have already started working on the solution. Okay, they're not waiting for your money. They're working on the solution. The money's going to help them build this thing out and make it, you know, make it huge, make it implemented throughout the whole world. Okay, simply put, they're planning to issue credit token that you can loan for a limited time. In exchange for any currency. After that, you'll have to return it. Okay, so CRPT is the token. There's a sub token called what's this sub token called? Here we go. It's cred. It's a cred token. Okay, that's gonna allow you to basically do the loans. Okay, so CRPT is the main token for Crypterium. The sub token is called cred, and that's gonna allow you to do the loans. Okay, and that's going to be for the credit system. So basically, after that, you're going to have to return it when when you're done with that loan, and you're going to be able to make loans and essentially take loans out depending on the position you want to come in. There'll be a certain interest rate, but not as high as traditional banks. Most probably there will be a growing exchange rate, but they'll do their best to control it. Okay, long-term plans. All the previous parts dealt with functions typical of transactional banking, but they're not aiming to just become another intermediary. Okay, simply moves money from place to place, i.e. Coinbase. Okay, and many other intermediaries that have these credit cards, out, and just they're basically helping you go from crypto to fiat and back and forth and charge a fee for this. Okay, their goal is to become much more than that. They want to take the concept of a traditional bank and make it better, faster, and smarter in all the possible ways. This can be done through the use of cryptocurrency, and they're going to take full advantage of this chance. They're basically, what they're doing is they're going to have just all, like, every solution around banking and fintech within their system. I really feel like they're working towards that. And you guys should definitely at least look at this ICO. I have some tokens here that I've bought a little while ago. I spread my I don't put all my eggs in one basket, guys, but I did just deposit another Litecoin. As you can see here, a little bit over one more Litecoin, so I am gonna scoop up a little bit more here with you guys. I'll walk you through and show you how to do it. Essentially what you want to do is, say for instance, you say you want to buy 100 CRPT tokens, and you want to buy with Bitcoin. It'll cost you 0.01 Bitcoin, and currently you'll get an extra 10%, so you'll get 110 CRPT tokens. Okay, now here's a cool thing. You can buy with Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ripple, Bitcoin Cash, Dash, Ether Classic, Ether, Tether USD, and USD. Okay, I do Litecoin, so at that point it cost me 1.28. Obviously this goes up and down because they're pegging the price of the CRPT token price at 0.0001 BTC. So depending on how much BTC actually is, will it'll kind of go up and down. So once you go ahead and do that, select Litecoin. Okay, and once you're comfortable with the amount you're going to pay and the amount of tokens you're going to get, you're going to select your payment method. For me, it was Litecoin. You hit get address for payment. Okay, at that point you get something like this where you can send your money to. Okay, and it does take a little bit. It doesn't come in there right away. I think it took me, I don't know, 15-20 minutes, maybe a half hour. Honestly, I walked away from the computer to do other things, but the money is in here. What you do at that point is, you know, depending, you can send multiple currencies here, guys, and buy, you know, a little bit here, a little bit there, with whatever currencies you have, you know, so that you don't have to pay the transfer fees into Bitcoin or Ethereum, you know. They have all the major cryptocurrencies right there. So I have Litecoin. I have plenty of Litecoin. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit spend all my funds. At that point, it tells me that I could buy 99.55 CRPT tokens, and I'm going to get a bonus of 9.95 tokens. Okay, I'm going to hit buy now, and as you can see, I have 51.55 tokens that I've purchased myself. Okay, I'm going to hit agree, and just like that, I have 161 tokens. Okay, and here's the best part, guys. Share your link. Okay, use my link to sign up below. Share your link, get some free tokens. Okay, these tokens are gonna, I don't know, I just have a really great feeling about this. I mean, some of this bullshit ICOs out there come out and they're, you know, I don't know, they explode. They're like $5, $10, $15, $20 within the first month. This is a legitimate ICO that has a legitimate value. It has an actual product, a product that the world needs, the crypto community is definitely looking for. And so I can see this, you know, not being another 10x pay, but a lot better than 10x pay. And 10x pay, I think, is like at around $5 right now. I mean, even at $4 or $5 right now, this is going to be freaking amazing. You know, but I'm talking about the long-term value, what these tokens are actually going to allow you to do. You know, the fact that these are going to make you money, guys, and watch my other video to understand how. Okay, my link right here, and your link will be here as well once you sign up. Okay, I do appreciate you guys using my link. I appreciate every one of you viewers out there watching my videos. I'm slowly trying to, you know, get in and provide valuable information for you. I don't just want to be another YouTuber just pumping stuff out there all the time. So again, sometimes I'll take a little bit long to come out with another video, but I try to make them as good as I can. You know, there's a lot of projects in the back end I'm working on and constantly vetting out for you. So sometimes, you know, sometimes it gets screwed, you know, and better me than you. That's what I say. You know, and that's why I appreciate you guys using my links, because it helps me out a little bit, recoup some of my losses so that you guys don't have to go through the same thing that I go through, hopefully. But again, always do your research, guys. I appreciate every single one of you. I look forward to growing my subscriber base on YouTube. You know, go in down below, leave a comment, like my videos, please subscribe, guys. Hit the notification bell to get more up-to-the-minute videos as they come out. Okay, I will have at least 2 more videos out in the next day or two. Some really exciting stuff around EOS and a couple of other updates that I'm going to be pushing out, like KuCoin Exchange, which I actually have up right now. And I'll also go over some of the other platforms that I'm in right now and how I'm doing there. I know I owe you guys that, and I'm going to make good on my promise. All right, thanks so much. Appreciate each and every one of you, and good luck investing in crypto.